everybody, what's up from Roll, Minnesota, your state of skate? Hey, I'm Butch Lehman, and today we're in for another episode of Rolling Reactions. Now on today's episode, we're featuring a French skater who recently received his first pro skate from FR, and his name is Diako Diaby. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. Hopefully I'm not murdering it. But speaking of murdering it, this is a skater that has been absolutely crushing the international competition scene for a number of years, and so it's really gratifying to see him finally receive that larger mainstream recognition. Anyway, today we're going to take a look at his new promotional video for his pro skate, along with an older Park edit that can help showcase his versatility as a skater, taking it to the streets, but also to the ramps and transitions. Anyway, let's roll into it. All right, well, we'll kick this off with a video promoting his new pro skate from FR, and this is a pretty amazing video part, and honestly, there's not nearly enough actual sections out there on Diako. But you can see his skate here. It's mostly black. It's got some gold accents as well as some red. I think it's a really attractive looking skate. So again, congratulations to him on that pro skate. But anyway, in this section, you're going to see his versatility as well as just the power and intensity that Diako is known for with his skating. He skates fast, he skates furious, and more often than not, he's turning heads wherever he goes. So we're starting things out with a really fast back royale across the ledge. And you know, as a skater, he's not necessarily known for the most technical grinds or switch-up variations, but what he does bring to the table is a level of amplitude that's pretty much unprecedented and unparalleled out there in skating. Now, there are a number of international skaters that are competing at that FISE series competitions and others like that do bring that level of amplitude and kind of cross-pollinate the park tricks and the vert transition tricks. That's something that I'm personally a big fan of. Like right here, you can see the big channel gap 540. A little bit dangerous on that too, because you do have that quarter pipe sticking up from the other side, and if you over clear that, it could get dangerous really fast. Also, I'm loving this flat spin. Was it flat spin 900? Went by too fast, but it looked like there was a 900-degree rotation in there. Taking it back to the streets here, we'll hit a back royale, transfer over, and roll down the ledge. Kind of a cool variation. Also, one of the things to mention is the personality shots that are in this video. There's a lot of times when he seems really relaxed and just kind of hanging out, enjoying the process of skating. Also, well, quick comment, but the straw hat here is giving me some One Piece vibes for any of you out there that follow anime. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Massive fish brain here, though. One of the other things that I think is worth noting is just how well-known and received Diako is on that competition circuit. He is a former Winterclash champion, and that's the most prestigious competition of them all. So definitely in good company if you can walk away with a win or even a podium finish out there. Check this out. We got the mini spine, the slow-mo corkscrew 900. Almost runs his hat over, but that is a very difficult trick, let alone doing it on something that's that small. Again, just shows you that level of amplitude that he's able to bring to some of those air tricks, those transition tricks. I really like this tracking shot. We're going through the trees. You got the foreground, the background. Even though the trick itself isn't that complicated, it looks really good, especially with the Eiffel Tower in the background there. Great setting piece. This is the amplitude that I was talking about. He's known for doing these really drifty backflips or flares, backflip 180. Going topsail down here. I don't know if you noticed the dog in the foreground just sitting there lounging lazily while he was attempting a really massive drop rail. Got to keep the music handy when you're in these sessions. Helps with the motivation. Another backflip. These type of personality shots that I'm talking about. I've never had the opportunity to meet Diako in person. Perhaps we'll cross paths at a competition sometime in the future. I hope so, because he looks like a really fun person, really chill, and perhaps has a sense of humor as well. Another back royale, holding this one with a lot of speed. Even with the little fish tap out, get some style points for that one. Doing some transfer here, topsail to topsail. And that's not what you want to have happen, is take out the ribs like that. It's never a good situation. This 540 out is so clean, and the slow-mo really brings this clip together. So I like that secondary angle. Classic front unity. And it looks like we're filming in America for this one. Got the US flag, going back royale around the rail and then down. I don't know if that counts as a rail transfer or if it's one singular rail. It does look like there's a little bit of a break in the rail. And then transitions into the skate park. So your guess is as good as mine. Is this a street clip? Is it a park clip? Maybe it's a hybridization of the two. Once again, getting really drifty on the big flare. backflip 180 on the quarter pipe. It's an amazing section, really cool pro skate, and again, congratulations to Diako for that. All right, next we'll transition. See what I did there? Because now we're going to the park, but we're transitioning into a park edit that's a bit older. This is 6 years old. It was filmed in 2018, and we're starting off with a big corkscrew over the box jump. Then we'll switch over to the bull, and this is really the natural habitat for Diako. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody that has the situational awareness and the flow of a bull quite like him. Kind of reminds me of Jeff Stockwell in his earlier days, because Stockwell really knew his way around the bull and how to carve and maintain speed. But Diako, you got to add on like more air awareness and the ability to pull really big flips and transfers. Anyway, he's carving this one up. We got the big backflip 180. The second angle really pulls that clip together. And even a toe roll. I mean, that's something you wouldn't expect in a bull line, but we have that as well. Now we'll switch over to the street part of the park, and this park looks really fun too, by the way. But going up, back royale, transferring into the bank. Those types of ledges that are more than a 90-degree angle are deceptively difficult too, because it takes more topside to like actually lock into it. And even for the H blocks, if you're not careful, you'll get wheel bite, especially if you're skating flat rocker rather than anti-rocker or freestyle. So I like those, but there is a little bit of an added challenge there. Speaking of challenge, we're using the rails here that aren't necessarily part of the skate park, and I feel like as rollerbladers, as inline skaters, we are obligated to use those. That's like they're made specifically for us. So I'm glad to see that he was able to get some tricks in on an obstacle that wasn't necessarily meant for it. Big Misty flip, you got the flat spin in there as well, showcasing all the different flip variations. Couple of falls here as well. Transfer over the channel gap. And how about 540? You might as well get one of those in there too. I don't know if you noticed that last clip, but that actually had like a little wall tap, a wall ride built in. Now we're going to get some switch ups. We'll start top acid, back royale, true spin soul, budget back into top acid. So that's actually a little 4-piece, 4 for 1. It's a good deal. Little discount action on the switch up. Coming into the bull really fast again, front unity. That does seem to be one of his tricks of choice. We've seen that in his original video part going down the down rail. True top horn, that's one of my personal favorite grinds. Just feels really good to lock into that one. What a perfect box too. Like that's what you want out of a shotgun style box. Got the round on either side. Pulling a lot of speed in for this ledge. Soul grind. And then up and over the rail, little hand plant. Really not what I was expecting out of that trick. This is really cool too. If you notice on the second angle, how big of a step up that is to that back royale. I don't know if anybody else has ever bothered skating that as an actual obstacle in the skate park, and the 450 back into the bank, flawless. Another long, steezy back royale here, dropping in awkwardly into the transition, and this trick is a banger. Look how massive this gap is. He's even got the gym mat down at the bottom as a speed breaker over to the wall. It grabs that mute grab, is able to tuck it up, get all the way over to the quarter pipe and roll away. Massive gap, awesome video part, great skater all around. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Rolling Reactions featuring Diako Diaby. Again, he recently received his pro skate from FR, and I think this was long overdue for a guy that's been absolutely crushing it on the international competitive scene, but also making heads turn at skate parks wherever he goes. And I do think that's a major qualifier of what it means to be a professional in this industry, is to be able to showcase skating at a high level, to showcase the brands that you're representing, but also making kids and just average people look at skating in a new light and just be impressed by it. And when I think of Diako, I think of all of those things put together. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I'm Butch Lehman of Roll, Minnesota, reminding you all to stay safe, stay healthy, and get out there and do some rollerblading. Till next time, everybody, peace!